Hey guys, so I've been thinking a lot about lately how just as songwriters we take nothing and make something. We have an idea, it doesn't exist in the physical world, and we're like, you know what, we're gonna make it something tangible, something that people can consume. And that's insane. Like, I think about it and sometimes I'm like, why did I think of that line? And the truth is, I don't know. I don't know how I come up with some of the stuff that I do, and I'm continually impressed by my own abilities because it's not logical, and yet I get it, you know? I remember when I wrote Meant to Be, and Meant to Be is such an interesting song for somebody like me who is very logical and very focused, very driven, and likes having evidence, likes seeing where things come from, and just understanding the evolution. And Meant to Be is all about how that's not possible, you know? There are things that happen in life sometimes that you can't explain. Like, what really is love? I mean, we know what it feels like, but there's no actual, besides like brain chemicals and stuff like that, there's no real like oh, like that's love. No, it's what love looks like because of the feeling that we associate with love. We don't actually know. And so Meant to Be is a song about how you just have a feeling about somebody. Something happens in an interaction and you're like, that person's gonna be somebody special in my life. You can't explain why, you just know. And I remember, and the reason I'm thinking about all of this is because I've reached a point in my writing where I'm actually outwriting myself. I wrote a song that's about how, it's about looking back on being 24. But I'm 24 right now. And I don't know what happens next in life. I don't have that kind of life experience, and yet I'm going with it. And I remember I was talking to somebody else, and I'm like, look, I wrote this song, and I love it, and I love this idea, but I have no idea where to go from here. And she's like, well, talk about where you're going. You don't have to have the life experience. Just, talk about where you're going. And with Meant to Be, I didn't have the explanation, and so I had to talk about the feeling. And actually, I couldn't talk about the feeling. I had to just sing the feeling. And it's crazy for me because I feel like I experience things through songwriting that I haven't yet experienced in my life. And it's been blowing my mind recently because I almost don't know what to do with it except writing. And because of that, I've been writing more because now I'm not limited in what I can say. And I just wanted to leave you with this thought, if you're creating something, if you're writing something, if you're going for a dream, sometimes I think we get so caught up in the small details. Like right now I'm working on my social media and trying to get that, ramped up and spiced up or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm working on kind of developing that and just increasing my presence, and I have no idea what I'm doing. None. And everything that I read online, it's just like, well, you could try this, but nobody really knows until you do it, until you get it done. And so I almost lost my train of thought right there. When you're going for your dream, and when you're chasing something bigger than yourself, sometimes we get so caught up in the small things, like, should I post a video at this time or at this time? And the truth is, you're just gonna have to try. I rewrite songs 10, 15 times sometimes. Not because at this point it's almost like I do it for fun. It's more fun this time, but it didn't used to be. I rewrote Falling 8 times. I had 8 different choruses, and it was literally I found out what I was made of then. But that's what made it so exciting. That's what told me that I could keep going. That's what told me that I was supposed to be a songwriter, because I didn't stop. I didn't let myself get caught up in feeling sorry for myself because it wasn't when I thought I was done and it turns out it wasn't. I didn't let that discourage me or stop me, and it taught me how to fight for the songs that I write. So fight for your dreams. Don't get caught up in the small because it's not worth it. At the end of the day, just do something, and that's taking a step forwards. The only way when you're chasing a dream that you can't actually achieve your dream is if you do nothing, if you stop yourself, if you quit. So keep going, stay the course, it's worth it. Don't limit yourself by things that you don't know. Find somebody who does. I've talked to so many people and I ask vague questions because I don't know what the questions I'm really asking are. But I know what the answer I'm looking for is or I have an idea of it anyway. But I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna get off. But I hope this helps, and I hope that you keep fighting for your dreams, because the only person that's gonna fight the hardest for your dreams is you. So keep going.